Hi, welcome to session 35 of Iron Gods here on RPG MP3. Unfortunately, this one was a lost episode. The hard drive it was on is a bit corrupted, and unfortunately we lost the file and it was not recoverable, so I'm going to have to talk you through what happened. If you recall from session 34, the party were here in this northern stairwell, waiting to come through this door, and I suggested that there might be a fight, so we called the session. They eventually decided to go through the door, and they entered this large room. The description of the room was, "This large room is lit by tracks of glowing panels of light set in the ceiling 10 feet above. To the west, the room ends in a ragged wall of rubble, rock, and twisted metal, while to the east, a 10-foot diameter circular platform sits on the ground before a pair of large doors. Rectangular panels of glass adorn the walls, between crude paintings of a mechanical talon. In the room, at the very far end by the round table, there was a cleric, a half-orc cleric of Hellion, and in this room, additionally to him, were 8 acolytes of Hellion, also low-level clerics. The party had a fight on their hands here. There was a lot of bodies. There's also a lot of screens here, and Hellion was casting spells through them. The table itself is a 3D emitter array, so they actually had a 3D representation of Hellion rise up out of there and yell at them and cast spells at them. They were pretty disjointed during this fight. Buligup and Alexander held it together, but there was a lot of grenade throwing and panicking and people sneaking off on their own. It was not a well thought out or cohesive battle. But they did, in the end, actually fight their way through, and while injured and with some arguing, they managed to destroy the 3D array and the majority of the monitors. Eventually the battle ended and they destroyed all the monitors, and they concluded their game here, just because the fight was so long. So the start of session 36, you should start with them healing up after this fight and discussing whether they need to retreat for spells, or whether they want to continue and push on. Again, apologies for the lost episode. Join us on the Twitter, join us on the website, come and talk to us at the Discord, visit us on the Patreon. Thank you for listening, and good night.
You're listening to the smooth sound of RPGMP3.com. Dungeon 1.